What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we're gonna be doing a full face testing new products from the drugstore. I am literally so pumped for this. I'm telling you guys, in 2018 the drugstore is not playing around. There are so many new things that have been coming out that are so cool at the drugstore. So I'm gonna test them out today and let you guys know whether or not they're good. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys want me to do more drugstore dedicated videos on my channel, and I can totally do that for you guys. And also be sure to subscribe to my channel. It'll be the first link right down below in the description box if you've not already. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first product that I want to test out is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I have it right here in the shade Medium Glow. There are a variety of different shades in this. I just got the medium one. And I'm gonna put this on my skin before we apply foundation, kind of as like a little bit of a primer. Ooh, feels nice. As you guys can obviously tell, my skin on my face is a lot lighter than the skin on my neck because I don't self-tan my face, so actually this is probably gonna help to match my face to my neck before we even apply foundation. And I'm just gonna go and blend this out with a beauty blender. Oh wow. This is actually, like, it feels really nice in the skin. It feels like very cooling. And it gives a little tint to your skin without being like overwhelming. At first I was like, oh god, this might be too dark, but like not at all. It actually is really nice. I can totally see myself using this on days when I'm actually not gonna wear, like, you know, a full face of makeup or something, and just putting this on my face to make everything match a little bit better. It's also not overly glowy, which is nice. Like, it does give a luminosity to your skin, but it's not gonna be crazy. So I think even if you have like oily skin, you would still appreciate this product and could still definitely use it. I'm gonna go ahead and clip my hair back so it's not all hanging in my face. For my foundation, I'm gonna be trying out this new guy from Revlon. This is the Insta Filter. So we're gonna see if this gives us an Insta filter on our face. I have this in the shade 210 Sand Beige, so hopefully that works to shake well before use. I've never tried like a foundation with kind of like an applicator tip like this, but I'm excited. All right, so I guess you just like twist the bottom and like foundation is gonna come out of the top. I feel like no foundation is coming out. I've been twisting this forever. Oh, there we go. Okay, when I tipped it over, it started to come out, so maybe you have to do it that way. Okay. So now it's coming out on the top. I don't know if I like this like applicator, but I'm just gonna go like that. And then I'm gonna still blend it out with a beauty blender. I'm not gonna blend it out with this. I feel like that's weird, but it doesn't like, oh, there we go. Okay, I don't really like this applicator, but I mean, it's different. I'll give them that. All right, now I'm just gonna go in with a beauty blender and blend it out. The shade is very cool toned. But like with concealer and everything, we should be able to make it all work. It actually gives a very nice coverage, which is good. Like, I can definitely tell this is a fuller coverage foundation. This foundation was somewhat expensive. I purchased mine at Walmart, which typically is like the cheapest place for makeup, at least around me, but I still think it was about $14 at Walmart. So just so you know. But I do actually think it looks really nice on my skin. It definitely gives a nice coverage. It's kind of in between, I would say, a matte and dewy finish. It's more of like a natural finish. I don't know if that's completely because of the primer that I use, since I use a dewy primer. It doesn't really say on here like the claims, but I do like the finish. I think it looks very natural on the skin, and the foundation actually looks really nice. The only thing that I'm not crazy about is the applicator. Like, I would never actually use this to like blend out the foundation. I don't even know if that's what like you're supposed to do. I just wish it was like a regular pump, but overall so far I do think the foundation is actually really nice. Up next for concealer, we're gonna try this new guy from CoverGirl. This is the Vitalist Healthy Concealer. I like the Vitalist Healthy foundation, so hopefully I like the concealer. This one is in shade Light Medium. It reminds me of like the YSL one that's like this, like that kind of brightening concealer. I feel like this is what it's gonna be like. I like concealers that have this little tip on them. Another twisty. All right, we got some out, so I'm gonna just apply it to my under eye. The shade looks like it's going to be good for me. The applicator is nice, it's very soft. Just gonna go in and blend, blend, blend with my sponge. Oh wow, this is actually really nice. It makes your under eye look like really hydrated, which I appreciate because I have very dry under eyes. Wow, it looks very pretty. Very like natural, but definitely a really nice everyday concealer. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the brows, and I have this new product from L'Oreal. This is the Brow Stylist Boost and Set. So basically this is supposed to like boost up your brows and set them. So I am gonna go in with a pencil first, and I'm just gonna like gently fill them in, and then we'll use this to finish up. So I'm gonna just use, if I can find where I put it, here we go, my little L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. So I'm just gonna quickly define out my brows a little bit with this. All right, so now I'm gonna go and test this out. It does have a tiny little spoolie, which I definitely appreciate. So let's see how this works. I'm using light brunette. there's like a clump on it, so I'm gonna get the clump off. That won't be cute. All right. It's kind of like, it's angled downwards, so you have to be like careful with it, but it's definitely making my brows a bit darker and a bit more like chocolate toned, I would say. I don't know that you guys are really gonna be able to tell a difference. Oh, in the front, it does a nice job of like defining out your front brow hairs. You guys will probably be able to tell the difference up there. Oh, this is actually nice. I like this. This reminds me of the new Tarte product. They came out with a brow product that's very similar to this. And I really like it for like defining my front brow hairs. So this is a nice drugstore option to that. It's not gonna make a huge difference in your brows, but it is gonna just help to define them and give you that little bit of extra. So I actually think this is a good product. For my eyes, I'm gonna use this new kit with Pixi. Pixi collaborated with a bunch of different influencers, and this is one of them. They collabed with Wei Lai, I believe is how you say her name. And she came out with a really cool kit. This is the Dimensional Eye Creator Kit. So I'm gonna use this today. It has an eyeshadow palette and a liner. I feel like Pixi is almost like in between drugstore and high-end, but they are sold at Target, so technically it's considered drugstore. I would consider it that. So, but I think the colors in this little palette are really, really pretty. I like them a lot. So I'm gonna go in first with this guy right here. I'm not sure that I've ever tried Pixi eyeshadows before. There is a first for everything. This color seems to be nicely pigmented, blending out super easily. Next, I'm gonna warm that up with a little bit of this color right here. And if you guys are wondering, this kit does retail for $18, which is a pretty good price because the like pan size on these shadows is actually pretty big, and you do get 6 different shadows as well as the dual-ended liner. And we are gonna test out the liner as well, but like the one end is a kohl liner and then the other is a like felt tip, so it is nice. I'm gonna bring that same color down on my lower lash line as well and just connect everything together. I really like this palette. I honestly feel like these shadows applied like high-end shadows would, so they definitely are super nice. We're gonna check out the liner now. So as I said, it's dual-ended, so the one side you have kind of a felt tip, which is what we're gonna use, and the other side you do have a kohl liner as well. So I'm gonna do the felt tip and do a wing and see how it works. Definitely very black and pigmented, so I don't mind that. It is a little bit like, I feel like it's a little thick. It makes the line a little bit thick for my preference. I kind of like thinner ones, but just something to note. Definitely super pigmented though, I do have to give it that. But I'm not crazy about how thick. Like I normally wouldn't really make this line that thick, but I don't really have a choice with this. Okay, so I'm like purposely trying to make this really, really thin over here. And if you really, really try, you can make it thin, but you definitely have to be careful because it's very easy to make the line way too thick with this. It also is kind of like a wet consistency, I would say. So you have to be careful with it running, but I brought it all the way into my inner corner and it's not fraying so far. So the liner is okay, it's very pigmented, but it is like you definitely do have to have a very steady hand because it can be a little difficult to use and just make a thicker liner than you might want, but it's not terrible. For my waterline, obviously I could try out the kohl one in there, but I want to try out another product. And this is the new L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Eye Pencil. Actually, I have the black one here, but I might actually use this like tan one today. Yeah, we'll try out the nude. I've been doing nude like liner in my waterline recently. So let's try. Oh, okay. It wasn't super pigmented at first, but once you start to put it on, it can build up color. But at first I was like, wait, what's going on here? I wish it was a little, this is very like tan colored. Like I don't know if you guys can see, but I kind of like them when they're a little bit more towards the white side, where this one is more like tan. But it does still look pretty on my under eyes. I will give it that. All right, for mascara, I'm gonna try out this new guy. This is from Flower Beauty and this is Lash Warrior. So we're gonna give this mascara a try. All right, let's see what the wand looks like. Ooh, pretty cool. All right, gonna go ahead and just coat my lashes with this. It's not a bad mascara by any means, but it's also not my favorite. A lot of the new Flower Beauty products I really, really like. I feel like the mascara isn't my favorite from the new stuff that they've come out with. Like their new face palettes and eyeshadow palettes and stuff are all really bomb. The lip glosses, you guys know I'm obsessed with. But this mascara, I feel like it's like defining my lashes really well, and you guys might not be able to actually see that on camera because my like liner is so thick you can't even really see my lashes, but it is defining them nicely, but it's not really making them like super voluminous or long or anything. It's kind of like curling and defining, and I just personally don't love mascaras that just do that. Like I like more like length and volume as opposed to curl and define. And I feel like maybe if my liner wasn't so thick, I would like it more, but because the liner's so thick, my eyelashes just get lost. Like it looks like I don't even really have them. I actually like how it kind of like defines my lower lashes, because like down there, I don't really need like length and volume. It's more so like definition. So it is actually nice for the lower lashes. So maybe I would use it for that. For my bronzer, I'm gonna test out this new guy from the Balm. This is the Take Home the Bronze bronzer. It looks like this. It's like a matte bronzer, so it should be good for contouring. Honestly, the Balm is a brand that I always kind of thought was high-end, but they sell it at Walmart and they sell it at Walgreens, so I guess it's technically more considered drugstore. I think it's just at the higher end of the price point for drugstore, but we're gonna test it out. So I'm just going to use it. This does come in a variety of different shades. I believe this one is the lightest. I'm gonna use it to contour out my cheeks. Oh, it still shows up like, well. I feel like it's like Benefit Hoola, like the way it looks in the pan is deceiving. It shows up darker on the skin, but it actually is really nice. I like this. For my blush, I wanna hop into the Pixi Chloe Morello collab. I got so many requests to use this. So she basically came out with this. It's kind of like a full face sort of palette. You have like liner and brow shades, then you have 3 blushes, and then we have like eyeshadows that could probably double as highlights as well. But I'm gonna use the blushes. I'm gonna use this top guy right here, kind of the apricot one, and just pop this on my cheeks. Oh, that's pretty. I like it, just gives a little flush to the skin. And it's kind of like in between a blush and a bronzer because it does have that kind of like bronzy undertone to it. For my highlights, I have a couple that I wanna try out, so we're gonna do like different ones on each side. The first one that I wanna test, oh my God, I'm really excited for this. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Rose Gold. I swatched this in my drugstore haul, I think, and it looks stunning, so I'm very excited to actually use it on my face to see because I'm obsessed with the Molten Gold highlights from Maybelline. They're so good. So let's go in with this first. Oh my God. Yes, Lord. That is beautiful. I mean, I didn't expect anything less. I actually think I might like this more than their Molten Gold one, like the Molten Rose Gold. It's so pretty because it's not too pink. Like it still has like golden undertones to it. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Wow. Maybelline and their highlights, man. That is beautiful. Okay, obsessed. This is my favorite product that I've tried so far. On the other side, I wanted to test this guy out. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Shimmerista Illuminating Highlight Strobe Powder. So I have this one in Midnight. It looks kind of light, but we'll see. So I'm just going to get some in the cap there. Not gonna use too much. I'm just gonna kind of swirl my brush in there and apply. Wow, oh my God. Wow, this is actually really, really pretty. That's like way more pigmented, I feel like, than I thought it was gonna be because I tried the other L'Oreal highlights. I think I swatched them as well in a haul and I was like unimpressed. So I was kind of like, oh, I don't know. But wow, like the highlights that they have in the palettes from this collection, but this is another story. Wow, this is really, really nice. Okay. I feel like my face looks crazy because my highlight is so like boom on the one side and then more like normal on the other side. But we're gonna just roll with it. For our lippy today, I'm gonna test out this new guy from e.l.f. This is with Christian Siriano. They did like a collab and they did like a couple of products, but this is the matte lipstick. Packaging is super cute. I love this. This is like, I love like the pink kind of chrome. That looks really nice. This is gonna be a bold lippy. We're like doing a summer makeup look today. We're getting ready for summer, but that's okay. Very pigmented this color is. This color is definitely bold. I will give it that. I'm not sure that I would rock this color. Like right now, there's literally still snow on the ground outside in New Jersey. But I mean, I feel like in the summer, I would actually definitely rock this color. I would do it with more of like a neutral eye look like I have going on today, but it is actually really pretty and very, very pigmented. I never even had to dip this brush back into like container thing. Like this was just one swipe of the brush on both of my lips. So definitely really nice. And it dried matte very quickly, but it doesn't actually feel super drying on my lips, and e.l.f. is so affordable, so I like it. I feel like my makeup look is a little crazy, a little bold. I'm gonna take these out. But overall, I feel like we really did get to test out a lot of really good products today. Like I feel like the Drugstore, like I said, is really stepping their game up. Like their products are really, really good. There was no product today that I like hated, that I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. But there was a lot that I would definitely recommend that you guys pick up. Like I said, I really, really enjoyed the foundation. I thought the eyeshadow palette from Pixi was great. All of the highlights were awesome. The lippy I think is really nice as well. So there's definitely a lot of good products that we got to test out today. So it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.